Well, hey Virgo, how about a reading from your metal dog? I'm a little sleepy. It's 7:30 in the morning where I am on my spring break here. But I will have this commitment right now to get these readings out, and it is Mutable Sign Monday. It was supposed to be Saturday, but I was traveling. So, my dog as usual is here with me. And we're going to pull cards today about what's happening in the heavens, which is Venus and Mars are conjunct. It means they're traveling together. They are engaging with the transformative energy of Pluto. This means that we can see a lot changing in this relationship of divine masculine and divine feminine. It can be you and you, or you and somebody else. But we're going to just jump in here. I'll pull a couple tarot cards here as an oracle. We're going to start here with the Muse Tarot and use this as an oracle, and then we'll pull a card for Mars, a card for Venus, what's hidden, what the tarot wants you to know, and some overall advice for this situation. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so the overall feeling is a Six of Voices. It's a Six of Swords. This is you moving from one way of thinking to another. This is a new deck for me, so it's very, very, takes me a little bit of looking here. There's this big energy, like the divine, and then there's this bridging that is over this troubled water here. Usually in the Six of Voices, you move from stormy seas to calmer waters. So there's somebody helping you move to this new place, Virgo. And so let's see. It's in the mind. The voices are swords. It's of your mind, your ideas. And so this can be a literal movement, but I usually feel it to be about changing your concepts and your ideas. Okay. Underneath that is a couple cards. Let's see. Yeah, so we have underneath a kind of chaotic confusion, pretty fun. It's a Five of Wands. I think of it as fun. It can be competitive. I like it because there isn't a leader. Everybody's just saying, how about this? How about this? But there can be a feeling of confusing collaboration. In this image, it looks like one person of having multiple ideas. So you may be feeling that. And sometimes it can be about getting a lot of input. There's a little bit of been there, done that, Four Cups feeling of like, this is it. And then meanwhile, she's sitting in this incredible cup that is formed by these two faces that are mirrored underneath her. So she's actually sitting in this possibility. It's an emotional possibility that she has not experienced or seen before. And she's kind of glum and not available for that yet. So that is a part of this energy. A couple more cards here. There is a Two of Voices, another ideas, concepts card. Two of Voices is about indecision or needing to decide on a certain path. And you can see there it is. But there's this doubling effect here in this deck in general. Right. Yeah, so we can see two women with their looking out in two different directions with their hand on their head here. And then this is happening within you, right? So this is you, it's happening inside of you. And I can see a trend here, finally. We get the wheel. This is luck, fortune turning in your favor. Divinely, again, you're stuck until it turns. But you are being helped, and this is good. So you're kind of in a phase here where you're yeah, I mean, it's almost like there's a 7 of Cups on the table. There's just like projections, confusions. It's a little fun. It's a little bit of a bummer. You're up in your head about it. It's needing to see where to go. And this is the overall feeling, is that you're going somewhere else. And this will happen. But it's out of your hands in a way. So you kind of appear to be stuck here, Virgo. Until the wheel turns for you. Gosh, pardon my hair. I have not, this is bedhead, and it looked pretty good off camera, but anyway, I don't know why I don't mind being in my pajamas with you, Virgo, but here we are. So, let's pull some cards and find out a little bit more about what Mars, Venus, the tarot want to tell you about what is going on. You're in a place, you're in stormy waters, and you're going to be able to leave those for calmer ones here. There's small feelings of confusion, competition, I'm bored, this is it, and I don't know what to do. So this is a set of feelings that you are having here. All right, I'm going to use Light Seers Tarot. I just saw 10 of Cups flipping through. That would be your emotional life, wish fulfillment, joy with others. Let's see. Whew. All right, so yes, more waiting energy. This is Mars for you, the Hanged Man. This card is Sagittarius. So if you have that in your chart, Hanged Man is again waiting on the divine time, which is signaled here by your wheel. In the Hanged Man, you're stuck here until you begin to see things in a new way, which to me is reiterating this. You're going to come to see things in a new way. So it's not a movement. It is that you are changing your ideas. Your whole frame of mind is changing. And that's what Mars is talking to you about. Venus is talking about a 2 of Cups here. That was my little pooch there. This is a soulmate, new love, justice, equality. It's that you see each other, you're meeting each other as equals, so that it can be seen as a larger concept about equality. And this has definitely been coming up in these readings about what I'm calling the Lover's Tarot, which is Mars and Venus, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, are integrating both aspects in themselves, so that Venus is complete. When she looks in the mirror, she is complete. It looks to me like Mars is waiting for this new way of seeing. They have yet to I should actually look this up when they interact with Pluto, but they've been traveling together. Venus has already talked to Pluto twice because she retrograded and came back, joined up with Mars, and now there's a third encounter with Pluto for her. So this is something that Mars has yet to learn this lesson, that Venus she travels more quickly, and so she has learned it already. So that's what I'm seeing coming in here with this. Hairballs. Okay. The tarot wants you to know, Virgo, that there is a lover's situation. This is reiterating this love. This is a much bigger meeting of somebody who is I'm smiling at my little pooch who has a hairball. Oh, yes, you're a good boy. Yeah, we'll go for a walk soon. Yeah. So the lovers are telling you about, obviously, romantic love, spiritual love, intellectual, all levels of connection, and it's a choice as well. So we saw that you have a decision point here. This was your Two of Swords. You're looking in this way, you're looking in this way. Which door will you go through? But there is some definitely Cups energy here. The emotional realm is lit up for you with the Two of Cups and now the Lovers. The tarot wants you to know that this Two of Cups is far more significant than you're aware. And in the Lovers, because it's such a major possibility, this love, it causes you to have a choice. And many people do not actually choose this love. They are afraid and walk away from it. So that's why the Lovers is thought of as a choice in the deck here. Okay, and finally some overall advice, and we will clarify this. All right, Page of Wands. Kind of a go for it energy, wouldn't you say? Sort of throwing out like your inhibitions and going for it. Now, the Page of Wands is the card of the outside perspective. I often read it as a queer energy, meaning that it's the person that lives outside the norms and can then see from that outside vantage point, and so is able to just sort of dance freely here, unencumbered by the norms in a way. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's a really beautiful progression, and I see, so we move from Mars waiting to change the mind here in some way, waiting for enlightenment, to the end, like just letting it all loose here. Very fiery Martian energy as well in a Page of Wands, because Wands is a suit of fire. Wow, okay. On the bottom, this one card, it is a Three of Cups. This is the realm of friendship, emotional, again, connection. You can see these three good friends. It also can be about reconciliation, Virgo. So we will find out more as we clarify. Still not completely clear, but it looks emotional. It looks like everything on the table tells me that there's on some level in your emotional realm where you connect with your heart, in the realm of justice, and it's quite deep. It's on all levels. It's passion, emotion, that you are shifting from really not knowing what it could be like. It just feels like you just had a small view of what you could have in life, and the wheel's turning, your perspective is changing, and as a result, you're just kind of gonna end up being advised to just go for it, whatever it is that you're going for. And it can be in your love life, and it can be in your political life, because I think of the Two of Cups as very much about justice, meeting unequal and making egalitarianism here. So we have all the rainbows, we have a kind of suggestion here about race, very queer, very anti-white supremacy, if that's where you're heading here. And then again, the suggestion here of the queer view. It doesn't mean, go for this gay relationship, although it could mean that, it could mean that you're being moved towards some way of loving that is that you haven't seen before, Virgo. So, well, that's fun. That's exciting. All right, this is the Lover's Tarot. So let's see what Mars, Venus, the Tarot want to tell you further about what is going on. So the Hangman, we're going to clarify what's going on with Mars here. Queen of Swords. It's about having clarity. Again, you're changing your viewpoints in the swords, right? The Six of Voices is also the Six of Swords. So like you're being helped over this spiky, dangerous situation. Actually reminds me of a dream I had when I was a kid. One side was fire, one side was water, and I was walking across a bridge like that. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, there are your Three of Cups again. Remember you got, they're very similar actually, Three of Cups. Your friendships, the people that you're in relationship with, and there's your Two of Swords again. So this is this card, the indecision, needing to choose a path. And this is an equally powerful place to be in, kind of being pulled in two directions. Blindfolded, meaning you're looking to yourself. You're under the moon, which is about mystery, the unknown. It's a lot of darkness that I see, always like a lot of power. This person seems in a very powerful decision point. Yeah, so when I look at all of this on the table under the Hanged Man, what it looks to me like is your mind is, Mars is having this experience of clarity, and that there's something to be seen in your friend circle, Three of Cups, and it almost looks as if you're being pulled in a couple of directions from within your friend group in some way. And you're about to have your mind changed. The Queen of Swords has the capacity to discern between those who are good for her and those who are not. So it could be a decision as simple as that, or the fact that we have all of this Lovers, Two of Cups, Lovers energy coming in. It could be that this is coming from amongst your friends. I see in Mars this kind of inner confusion and conflict. Not totally unfun, but yeah, we're getting this energy here from Mars. I think when we look at Venus's Two of Cups here, we may get access more to what's going on with your ho-hum. I can't expect much in the realm of the emotions here. I've seen it all. I've been there, and at this point, my expectations are quite low. So let's see, Virgo. What does Venus want to add to this story? I still feel like the story is unfolding for us. So let's keep going here. Everybody went to breakfast, so this is my moment that I have stolen to do this reading. All right, Two of Cups from Venus, and Eight of Pentacles, doing the work, putting in your time, learning a new skill, being the master, very focused, practical energy. That seems really, to me, very key to, as a foundation in the emotional realm for the hairs of, I'm too vain about my hair. Then we get another very practical Queen of Pentacles. She knows her worth. So much about security. She's here with the bunny rabbit, which can represent fertility, the earth, that she's been reading. And I feel like whatever she's reading is actually causing some kind of transformation. She's emotionally affected. That's what I see, that gesture with her arm, just kind of having read, swooning in a way. And then the world, is it the world? Yes, the world. Wow, something major. Look at this. So we're looking at engagement with the heavens, and here is the ending and the beginning of a major cycle here. What it looks to me like is what Venus is simply telling us is that in the emotional realm, like, you've done your work. It's been transformative. It's something that you did with a book. It's an earth cycle. It's in your 3D realm. So it's a place where you've been literally putting in labor and learning. And what you're learning is that you have worth, that you are worthy of this kind of a connection. That's what I see. And that there's so much about you changing, Virgo, because we have Mars with the Hanged Man. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here. This is pretty major. And now we have the world. So it's as if you like Venus have been learning something very significant. Mars is still in the process of learning, but Venus has learned what she needs to know about who she is and what she deserves in the emotional realm here, which is nothing less than this enormous cup that you're sitting in here, made by these two beautiful faces in the mirror with the light right here between their lips. It's an Ace of Cups. It's a new beginning in the emotional realm here. Finally supported. So the tarot wants you to know it's not just a Two of Cups, it's the Lovers. So you're ready for the big thing that you've always wanted, Virgo. And let's see more about that. I don't know why, like, Mars is needing to learn how to see things in a new way. And there's always, as I've been reading Mars energy, there's like a lot of feminine figures in the cards that I pull for Mars as I've been doing these readings for the past few weeks. And I find that to be about, again, integrating both the masculine and the feminine in and of yourself, not needing to go out there for your other half, but like being complete in and of yourself before you can actually meet the lovers, the love of your life. You would want to feel complete in and of yourself, theoretically. So here's your Six of Swords under the Lovers. This is the Six of Voices. Here you're being helped across this difficult water by this big, almost divine, it feels like a god or goddess. And then here you can see there's always often two people in a Six of Swords traveling together, usually an elder and a child. And they're just moving here through this very, kind of feels like going to the light. It definitely feels like leaving one world for another. So your mind is being changed, Virgo. And this is about putting an end to habits of self-harm. Five of Swords. I'm done. You can see the gesture to this graveyard of swords. These are old thoughts. These are the ones you're moving away from. They have hurt you, and they've hurt people in your life. It's big. It's very big. And a Knight of Swords. Again, truth. Being ready to face and carry the truth forward. All of this under the Lovers. So if you want this true love, here, this tells you, the tarot says this is what you don't see. It's in your mind. It's your mind that you have to change. You have to grab hold of this sixth sword, the sword that allows you to move from one way worldview to another. There's the Hangman also reiterates that you're moving from one worldview to another. The world says under Venus, you're done with that, whatever it was. Now you're moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune says the same thing. You're coming into something new. It looks like you haven't been somewhere great. You've been in a very mediocre place. You've felt confused. You haven't known what to do. And then there's all this beautiful stuff coming in, but in order to get it, you have to do the work that Venus has done. It looks like this, putting your head down and doing the work, and knowing your worth. This is key to this movement in your mind, Virgo. I keep wanting to call you Venus, so if that the goddess of love, the planet of love, so that's, if that's something that you relate to, but you need to change your mind. You need to trade in old concepts. I think about who you are and your worth and what you deserve and what you can actually have and envision for yourself. So let's see. Overall advice is the Page of Wands. So let's see, what does this look like in the cards for you? The moon, a little more of the unknown. Remember, I talk about the moon energy here with Mars. Moon journey. It looks like, I mean, I would have said it's a fairly minor seeming, like you're just coming from a little small vision to like the thing the best life ever. But the advice, there's a little bit of unknown or being private. Let's see. An Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning in the 3D realm. Beautiful. And I kind of am seeing the moon and the sun here. The sun is the happiest card in the tarot. It's complete authenticity. This seems key to you coming out of the shadows and lighting up the world with who you are. That seems to be a part of this. And then Five of Pentacles. Okay, so Five of Pentacles is a feeling of being alone, all by yourself. There's nothing for you. It's like I feel sorry for myself. I feel abandoned. It's a feeling of that. And there's plenty. There's actually plenty. It's very earthy, 3D energy. And it's underlying this advice. So there is this Ace of Pentacles here. There is plenty. There's abundance. There's the sun. There is a period of darkness, of facing your darkness. Feeling this. But in any five, which Jodorowsky interprets as a passageway, any five in the tarot, you can look up from, in this case, a sense of abandonment and being left outside to reality. You can shift your perspective and see that, in fact, there's a way for you. There's plenty for you. And I feel like this is the perspective shift that is being advocated. Just let it loose. Go for it. Release this heaviness, this self-pity. There's a little bit of that here of like, that's it. You know, I'm confused. I'm torn. I don't know. To me, it looks like you are going to have outside help to move you, that you need outside help, like divine support is what it looks like, in order to change your mind about who you are, what you deserve. And there's a little message here that if you don't, somebody is going to feel like that, because there's a choice in this. You know, you may choose not you may choose that you're not good enough, you don't deserve, you cannot risk the lovers. There's a little bit of that here. You may cling to an old truth instead of take the new one. And if you do that, instead of letting loose, like the Page of Wands says, go for it, who cares what anybody thinks. So there's a little iffiness in your message, Virgo. And you are a mutable sign, so you are one to help others through transitions. There's a lot going on under the surface here. My goodness, it just kind of going on and on. Let's see. There's this lovely King of Wands energy. He's a very humble King of Wands. This is kind of usually a very alpha Martian Mars energy. Usually the Queen has a cat and he has one here. So he's a beautiful integrated King of Wands here. Very humble seeming to me today. Victory, and the Six of Wands, movement. Again, there's that moon journey. But the Six of Wands is about being recognized by others in all your glory. And then we see the King of Wands here. Again, much like, not the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, another king, another bearded fellow. This one, very grounded, very wealthy, secure, abundant, dependable king. There's your divine support, the Hierophant. This is you're going on some kind of a transformative journey. It looks very much like the Martian journey, but it takes a long time. Knight of Pentacles. It's a slowpoke night, but there is a plan. There are steps that you take. Like it's not focusing to get to the mountaintop. Then there is momentum. The Chariot, Cancer, Cancerian energy as well. So if you have Cancer, here we've also got Taurus. Here, I know a Taurus, Virgo, rising Cancer moon person. But you know, take or leave that part if you don't, if that isn't you. So it's weird because your Knight of Pentacles real slow, and then boom, this momentum that comes with the Chariot. Just going inward, looking to your inner light, and Page of Swords. Young, curious, open-minded energy, facing the truth here, carrying the truth. It's a new truth. It's this thing where you've matured to a certain point through your willpower. You're this, like Mars, like this very bearded, elder, senior king energy is being transformed here by this, by a journey that you're going on that's divinely supported. It's going to go slowly, and then you're going to pick up speed. It's like you're doing some kind of work that is really personal. You do it by yourself. It's transforming your idea of yourself. You're dealing with your truths, the concepts and ideas in your mind about who you are. And sometimes it's going to feel like it's going to take forever, and then sometimes you're going to make a huge amount of progress. But you kind of end up in a new level of wisdom. This is your card, Virgo, the Hermit, because you are capable of being so warm, and then sometimes you just go alone, and those of us that love you kind of miss you because you're doing all this inner work. And then you re-emerge happy, friendly, full of ideas. You're great mind, Virgo. I have to say I've known many Virgos and loved many Virgos, and this is certainly seems characteristic of you. But you have to change your idea of who you are and what you deserve. And this is, you're going to do this in this period. You and Mars are doing this together. Venus has done this. And that part of you has reached the point of knowing, like, this is what I deserve. And if you can do this through your Martian, like, red energy here, you can have what you've always wanted, whatever that lovers represents, this ideal connection. You just have to go for it, you know, go for it. All right, Virgo, I hope that helps. Sorry for the bedhead, and I look very sleepy to myself now. Maybe I'll throw some water on my hair and face before I do more readings, but I hope that was helpful for you. It looks good. It looks like work, which you're fully capable of, and very transformative, and that you're going to go from ho-hum to the possibility represented by this gesture. Yay! Have a great day. Bye-bye.